Welcome back to Mr. Magazine, your home for the most captivating stories from the world of Turkish television and entertainment. If you love staying updated with the latest dramas, celebrity insights, and on-screen mysteries, don't forget to subscribe, hit the join button, and turn on notifications so you never miss the inside story behind your favorite stars. Tonight, we're diving deep into a project that began with immense promise but ended with a storm of disappointment, Aşk ve Gözyaşı, or as international audiences know it, Love and Tears. This ambitious series brought together Barış Arduç and Hande Erçel for their third on-screen collaboration, a reunion that had fans buzzing long before the first episode even aired. Yet, despite the excitement, the journey ended unexpectedly with the seventh and final episode, broadcast on November 7th, marking a shocking collapse in ratings and leaving audiences in disbelief. From the moment the network announced Love and Tears, expectations soared. Barış Arduç and Hande Erçel were already a proven duo, having conquered hearts twice before with their undeniable chemistry and natural rapport. Their return promised something extraordinary, a series that would blend passion, tragedy, and romance with the kind of emotional depth only these two stars could deliver. However, what began as a glittering dream quickly turned into one of the most talked-about disappointments of the year. The finale episode, once expected to seal the show's legacy, instead ranked a devastating 43rd in national viewership. You heard that right, 43rd. For two of Turkey's most beloved actors, this was not just a low number, it was a wake-up call that shook the industry. The fall of Love and Tears didn't happen overnight. According to industry insiders, the cracks began showing as early as the first few episodes. The initial trailers promised intensity, sweeping love, betrayal, passion. Yet once the story unfolded, viewers began to sense that something was missing. Critics pointed to the script's lack of depth, the predictable storyline, and underdeveloped characters that failed to evoke empathy. While Barış and Hande gave their all in every scene, their performances were overshadowed by a narrative that never quite found its rhythm. Many fans commented that the emotional moments felt forced, the transitions uneven, and the build-up to dramatic climaxes simply didn't land. In television, chemistry can ignite the screen, but even the brightest spark fades if the story behind it lacks substance. That, many argue, became the tragic fate of Love and Tears. The finale aired, and within minutes, the internet went wild. Hashtags trended, memes multiplied, and forums overflowed with debate. Some defended their beloved stars fiercely. Whenever Barış and Hande are together, the series is always worth watching. Others, however, voiced frustration. They're both incredible, but the writing failed them. Screenshots, GIFs, and sarcastic tweets flooded timelines. One comment that went viral summed it up perfectly. "We expected fireworks, but all we got was a drizzle." And yet, even in disappointment, the audience's passion was undeniable. Viewers expressed sadness not only for the show's abrupt end but also for what could have been. Love and Tears had all the right ingredients, but somehow, the recipe went wrong. Friends, let's talk numbers, because in the world of television, numbers often decide destiny. A ranking of 43rd is more than a statistic, it's a statement that viewers simply drifted away. Competing shows on rival networks dominated the same time slot, drawing audiences with fresher narratives and stronger promotional campaigns. Meanwhile, Love and Tears seemed to fade quietly into the background. Producers tried to stay optimistic, hoping for a turnaround. But the decline continued week after week until the network made the inevitable decision: the story would end with episode 7. For fans, it was abrupt. For insiders, it was predictable. After the finale, both Barış Arduç and Hande Erçel made short, cryptic statements that only deepened curiosity. Barış said simply, "What was intended was achieved." Hande echoed similar sentiments. Fans immediately dissected their words. Was it irony? Frustration? Acceptance? Memes appeared within hours, pairing their comments with humorous captions. Some users joked that the scriptwriter probably achieved the opposite of what was intended, while others sympathized, sensing a quiet resignation behind the polished professionalism. If there's one thing Turkish audiences excel at, it's turning disappointment into humor. As the credits rolled for the final episode, social media transformed into a carnival of memes. Fans posted side-by-side shots of the actors' previous hit shows and Love and Tears, captioning them with bittersweet jokes. "Barış and Hande's chemistry can light up any screen," wrote one fan, "but even chemistry needs oxygen, and the script forgot to breathe." Others took a more emotional tone, "It's a pity. They deserved better." Despite the laughter, the underlying sentiment was affection. Audiences weren't mocking the actors, they were mourning a lost opportunity. Now the question everyone's asking, will this failure affect their careers? The answer, dear viewers, is absolutely not. Both Barış Arduç and Hande Erçel remain two of Turkey's most sought-after talents. Their professional reputations, charm, and loyal fan bases guarantee that new doors will open almost immediately. Industry insiders already whisper that Barış is in talks for a major drama series slated for next year, while Hande continues to dominate the spotlight through brand endorsements and digital campaigns. This chapter might have closed, but their stories are far from over. In fact, it might be the quiet intermission before their next big triumph. Scrolling through thousands of online comments, a pattern emerges. Many viewers admired the visual aesthetics, the music, and the undeniable presence of both actors, yet they couldn't overlook the story's flaws. Barış and Hande always shine, but this time the story dimmed their light. The finale didn't deliver. It felt like the show gave up before the characters did. Talent alone can't save a weak script. These reactions, though critical, reveal something beautiful. People care. They care enough to analyze, discuss, and hope for better. And that, ultimately, is the mark of true stardom, the ability to keep audiences emotionally invested even through failure. Every end carries a seed of new beginnings. While Love and Tears couldn't conquer the ratings chart, it reminded fans why they fell in love with Barış and Hande in the first place, their authenticity, their emotional intelligence, and their ability to turn even silence into storytelling. For producers, it's a lesson. For the stars, a stepping stone. For fans, it's hope that the next project will deliver the masterpiece they've been waiting for. And perhaps one day, these two will reunite again, older, wiser, with a story that finally matches their chemistry. So, dear viewers, what do you think? Was Love and Tears a victim of poor writing, bad timing, or simply unrealistic expectations? And do you believe Barış and Hande should team up again for a fourth time, or take a break and rediscover their magic separately? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your opinions here at Mr. Magazine. Before you go, remember to subscribe, like, and tap the join button if you'd like to support independent entertainment journalism. Your support helps us bring you deeper stories, more exclusive details, and the truth behind the glitter of fame. Because here at Mr. Magazine, we don't just tell stories, we reveal the emotions that make them unforgettable. Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and keep believing in the magic of storytelling.